On this week's episode of the K-12 Tech Talk podcast, we get an update on the killer drone story, talk about the AI whack-a-mole challenge, and discuss the future of education translation technology. Thanks for listening. Live from the NTP studios, this is the K-12 Tech Talk podcast. My name is Josh. This is episode 222. I still have the plastic on my headphones with me. Moral support.
Did you say 232?
Yeah, right?
You
said
okay.
222. It's 232.
No, I didn't. I said 232.
And this is where I insert you saying the wrong thing.
My name is Josh. This is episode 222.
But keep going, Josh.
Well, now I'm not going to say nice things. I was going to say really nice things about you guys being moral support. And, you know, when somebody has a problem, you can call, but screw that now. Mark, how's your tattoo?
It's fantastic. It's healing very well. I really like it.
There's been a photo of that tattoo show up over on K-12 Tech Pro. If you don't
Insanity.
know, if you haven't listened the last couple of weeks, Mark made a trip to Alaska, and the only souvenir that he brought home, not an ulu knife, but a tattoo of a whale's tail on the small of his back.
Sticking up.
Yep, sticking up.
Sticking up. Yep.
Like you see on a whale, not safari, but whale watching tour.
I didn't actually get this tattoo.
Yes,
but somebody, a listener from last week, has posted an AI version of.
Looks real to me.
Looks real to me.
Real.
We've seen your back, Mark. It looks like your back with the mole and everything.
And I put it through the JoshBot AI checker, and it didn't say it was fake.
So if you want to see Mark's back and in more detail, the tattoo on the small of his back, go over to K-12 Tech Pro and become a member. You will see it over there. So, gentlemen, it's been another week. It seems like these weeks just fly by. We are in the thick of it, of the school year. Things have calmed down a little bit. Not for me, but Chris, for you, it appears they've calmed down, right?
Yeah, our tickets are at an all-time low.
Really?
Besides today, I mean, we had the Google outage thing today.
Well, yeah, we can talk about that. Go ahead and let's unpack that real quick.
I mean, I was having a good time, answering emails, just living my life.
Talking to me on the phone.
Yep. And then I hear some chatter in the other room of students not able to log into their Chromebooks, and then started to get phone calls from our libraries that are like in the trenches with students and Chromebooks of kids with issues. And then our Missouri Discord was quite the chatter. And then K-12 Tech Pro, it all happened within seconds, minutes of each other. That I guess the nation did we confirm the world had Google issues today, or was it just the nation?
It was definitely the country. Yeah.
But I mean, there was a Google outage today. Students not able to log in if they were getting on like a new device. But then there was I feel like some of that was even conspiracy theory on if one kid gets on, then it propagates throughout the network.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know if I was agreeing with some of that logic, but.
Yeah, there was a comment over on Pro about that somebody talked to support, and support said that it'll propagate. And then our buddy Matt up at Kirksville was saying how he was booting a couple Chromebooks that he couldn't log into. And then when the issue was resolved, he was booting them up, and it was doing a forced BIOS update on his Chromebooks. We didn't see that. I don't know. That seemed kind of coincidental. I don't know.
Because the one Chromebook with issue and then it spreads. I don't know. There was a layer of
virus?
Yeah, as if our Chromebooks are talking to each other, talking to their neighbors.
Which they can. There's a setting for that for Chrome OS updates in the admin console for peer-to-peer sharing of updates.
Because some were saying if you jump on a hotspot or get off that network, it gets better.
I was seeing that too.
You saw it with your eyes?
No. I was seeing those posts on Pro from people saying, yeah, I jumped on a hotspot and I was able to log in. I can't log in on my school network, but I can log in on a hotspot.
Yeah, here was Someone said, this is on K-12 Tech Pro, Google's aware, nationwide, starts slow. Some students log in, then it starts, then it propagates throughout the network and no one can log in. I mean, we were freaking out a little bit. Do you remember when Google pushed out like the Wi-Fi thing and all the Wi-Fi broke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a terrible time.
Yeah.
We all remember where we were when that happened. I feel like it's more more, something happens and people try to connect dots and say like, oh, it must be this. If you stand on your head, you can log into Google now, like that kind of stuff.
Confirmation bias, Mark.
Sure. Yeah.
That was on. I mean, it was on. I didn't actually pay attention to K12-7 subreddit today. I'm sure it's on there as well, but it was lively today on K12 Tech Pro.
Yeah, it was one of the more.
And then my approach, I ended up doing a district-wide email.
Yeah.
Which I was like debating if I should or not, because every time I do that, then we're going to have Google issues for days now. In 3 days, when third grade teacher finally reads that email, she's going to have a support ticket because Google's running slower for her than normal. And I was like, I don't know if I want to send this email or not, guys. I ended up sending out the email, and then there was nothing to do. I had a one library called, and she was like, so what do we do? And I said, nothing. I said, give them paper and pencil.
Yeah.
What do you do?
When it finally resolved, it was out for what, a good hour and a half? It seemed like a good while. My high school librarian called and said, thank God it's back. We're able to log in. Everything's good. So, I mean, it gets into that discussion of what do you do when there's a massive login issue or Wi-Fi is down? What's that look like for a classroom teacher?
And in this case, it wasn't I guess for some folks, it was like a lot of kids. I felt like ours was just the kids that were getting loaner devices or were trying to log in for the first time was all that we really had reported to us.
Well, but it becomes one of those things that if you're a classroom teacher and even 25% of your class can't log in.
Sure. Agree.
Are you changing the way you're teaching that lesson? Mark, you're a former classroom teacher. How would you have dealt with this?
You deal with it. I don't know what else to say. When you're a classroom teacher, things go wrong all the time. You had a great lesson, you thought it was going to be great, and it wasn't great. Some kids act up, the internet goes down. What I don't do is I don't call the IT director and say I don't know what to do. I guess I just don't have any patience right now.
I'm sorry about that, guys.
Oh man, I don't know what they put in that ink in your back, but man, you've been salty the last couple weeks. Wow.
Yep.
Essence of whale or something. Man,
I got nothing.
Anyway, it was a fun couple hours.
No, it wasn't.
I think without going into detail, we could just say Josh has had a very long day.
Very long.
And he's had a lot of activity, both directly to us, phone calls, messages, posts on groups. There's been a lot going on for Josh. So I think the Google thing just added some fuel to Josh's fire today.
Actually, it calmed things down. Like, you can freak out about that problem instead of this other giant problem that I've got going on. Yeah. If you want details, you can get over on Pro and connect the dots. Like, I'm not telling that story right now.
All right.
You know who else cares about connecting the dots? That's Lightspeed. They have this newer product called Lightspeed Signal. It can identify device, network, and app issues for connected learning. I did a demo of Lightspeed. I'm going to post a K12 Tech Pro article pretty soon about my experiences with Signal. But they can give you real-time visibility into your device health, performance, security, all that good stuff. Check out lightspeedsystems.com to learn more about their Signal product.
Chris, do we have
Yes, sir.
A swag update? How has the swag store?
The swag store, K12techpro.com, click store. or it's in the podcast description. We have sold several backpacks, several gift boxes. So if you suck at giving your boss or your colleague a tech gift, we will package that thing up with you with popcorn, with candy, exclusive K12 Tech Pro swag. It's pretty fun. So we sold several of those in this first week of launch. But we have that Josh t-shirt.
Yes.
And we haven't actually sold any.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
So much that I felt, I mean, it was really tugging at my heart. So we did give one away. Like I just had to see one go out the door.
It's hurtful.
And Josh, you were around for that. So we're on, if you aren't on a Discord with fellow K-12 techs, you should start one. You should be on Pro with us, right?
Just join the Missouri one. Yeah.
The Missouri one is a riot, and I love it. So on the IT Professionals Day, our Missouri Discord was all the chatter about that I didn't show up yet to give something away, right? So they started tagging at me, and I had to get Hayden, the new guy, to come along. So then in the middle of the school day, because this is when you should do this stuff, we did a big spectacle of a thing where you had like 3 minutes to tag at Hayden to say that you wanted something free. And K12 Tech Pro ended up giving away a small gift. But then we gave either a Josh t-shirt or, and I'm actually curious to hear this answer, we were going to give away whatever shirt Josh was wearing.
Yeah,
like we wanted Josh to take off his shirt.
Which was a surprise to me, yes.
And we were going to ship that to a person. So you could get a Josh t-shirt on K12 Tech Pro or the shirt Josh was wearing. Yeah. And everybody was really excited to know what shirt that was. What shirt were you wearing?
I was wearing a blue polo shirt and a white.
Could have been a nice gift.
Yeah, I know.
The person that won, Matt from Union, shout out. He just took the Josh shirt with your face on it.
Yeah, so hopefully, we'll just do this in an effort to drum up sales of my face on a couch.
I think I'm so glad I only bought a couple.
For every shirt sold, I will donate $10 for each shirt sold to this charity that built a playground named after my son.
Okay,
so
I like that.
We will do that. Here we go. Breaking the news
for 1 week only.
No, you've only.
What if it's $10,000?
I mean, I'm not donating $10,000. Up to, we'll say up to $500.
I like it.
This is where you
Maybe
guys join
out.
in and match, but you know.
Well, I just more think next week I want to talk about how no shirts sold, but it's
rude.
okay.
We need to
it's
get
wherever
Mark
your
in the
heart's
news.
at.
He's like yawning.
Mark, step on up here, buddy.
What?
Step on up here, newsboy.
What do you want to talk about?
The Amaro. The Amaro's hitting Mark. News, Mark. Take it away.
All right, let's talk. We have not talked about cybersecurity in a little while. So there's a new study out of Sophos that has come out that is showing some good signs that the effects of ransomware are starting to decline. So from 2024 to 2025, ransom payments have decreased the amount of the median average of what people are paying. Do you know last year the median ransom for K-12 was $6.6 million?
Oh my God.
It is now $800,000. Now,
whoa.
Here's my little hang on a second. This doesn't sound right. The numbers are very small when you look at how many
number of incidents
or how many districts there are. And so I think those kinds of swings, I do think that they're dropping. And there's other statistics in the report that shows that their ransom incidents are dropping. I do think in that circumstance, it takes one incident to drive the average one way or the other pretty significantly. So, but some of the other numbers that are pretty great is recovery costs or recovery time. Last year in 2024, only about 30% of districts hit with ransomware were able to recover within the same week. That's climbed to 50%. So districts' ability to respond and recover within a reasonable amount of time is going in the right direction. And then recovery costs are decreasing as well. The average from Sophos has said that $3.67 or $76 million to recover was the average last year, down to 2.28. So those are very, very high numbers, but it's also showing that, hey, with the ransomware recovery times decreasing, the ransomware payments decreasing, and the number of ransomware incidents hitting districts decreasing, that's a great sign that districts are better prepared to defend themselves against ransomware and to recover. So super good news in that regards.
Mark, did you just say 6.7?
6. Oh, no. Oh, Josh. Josh.
I think you did. I don't know what else. So I was going to say something else.
All right. Well, then moving on to the next story, which is a really good kind of complement to this one, is CETA, which is the State Education Technology Directors Association, has published their annual report, and they're showing that cybersecurity is no longer the number one thing on states' minds when it comes to one of their top issues. What do you think?
Funding.
Close.
AI
has risen to the number one priority in the minds of states. Although I should caveat this, that cybersecurity hasn't declined. It just was toppled by AI.
I was going to say, that means next year those stats are going back up.
Yeah. Those ransom numbers are going to climb next year.
Here comes the ransomware.
But Josh, you're not too far
with
off.
With a well-written letter from the bad guy, written with AI.
Funding gaps was pretty close to being at the top as well. 94% of states have said that they are facing very steep challenges with funding this year. So, funding, AI, and cybersecurity are really the item or the at the top of the list. Among other things, devices and student well-being, cell phone bans, screen time type stuff, professional learning and PD is still a major issue in the eyes of states. So. Check that out. We'll link the full report to the CETA annual report in the show notes.
That's an interesting number, coupled with the the decrease in ransom payments. Mark, did any of that data say double extortion versus single extortion on the ransom events?
No, I did not see that. No, I can take a look though. Yeah,
yeah. I still wonder about if a district, I think more and more districts are to that point where, hey, we've got good backups. We're willing to burn it down desktop wise, just reimage everything and, screw you on the first ransom. And that second ransom of the threat of extortion of releasing data, to me, is the greater threat now. Like that's a threat that is very, very, very hard to defend against, because if they have absconded with your data and exfiltrated that stuff, there's really very little you can do to prevent that data from being released. Maybe that's why it's lower. I don't know. I'd be curious.
It's a great question. I mean, Sophos had referenced about just under 30% of ransomware attacks resulted in an encryption incident. And I wonder if this is a factor of school districts becoming better at preventing encryption incidents, or if this is more a matter of the bad guys going straight to data exfiltration.
Yeah.
And find that, hey, this is a whole lot cheaper and faster and easier to just steal the data and run with it rather than waste your time.
And way more effective, because
right.
Play it out. If you're the bad guy and you're banking on encrypting a machine and you're banking on the victim saying, okay, we'll pay you to decrypt the machine. Yeah. But it turns out that they're just willing to reimage. Your safer bet is to take that data and threaten to release it. That's
right. Yeah.
I had that conversation this morning of, we've added all these barriers. We've added all this protection on our staff accounts with MFA and all this extra protection, EDR on staff machines. Where's the weak point? Logically, the next attack vector, and we saw this years ago with Jefferson County, Colorado, and that district in Nevada, I can't remember where, Clark County, I think, where they were leveraging compromised student accounts. That is the next weak spot. And if you are not planning to protect against that, or at least having that solution in your back pocket ready to go, I think you're turning a blind eye to a major threat.
Yeah, I mean, even if you just think about the technical ability for people to enact one of these attacks, I find myself to be above average when it comes to my technical abilities. I don't know how to do a ransomware incident. But if you ask me to steal data from a school district, give me 5 minutes and an email account and I'm good to go. So I think you add insider threats, you add a lower, technical ability to conduct these kinds of attacks, then yes, it makes more sense that people are pivoting towards data exfiltration as the primary and maybe the only manner of attacking a school district over an encryption event.
Agree completely.
All right. My last article, this is a follow-up on something we talked about before. I always like to follow up on stories we've talked about, and this is one that we really had a good time
And we
with.
love that about you, Mark.
Yeah. Now, a few months ago, we talked about a company in Texas that is implementing drones as a way to combat school violence.
Yeah, like drones with guns and
drones in the hallway, drones in the classroom.
Yes,
correct.
Tasers. They got tasers built in. They can shoot at the guy.
There's
vaping boy. Here comes the drone.
And spears. They have like spears that they could impale the bad guy with. Yes.
Yeah. You think we're exaggerating? All of what Josh just said is accurate. There's a company in Texas that has made drones that can be deployed in a school in the event of a incident of violence, and they could do something as aggressive as deploy pepper balls and shoot pepper balls at somebody.
Is that juicy fruit vape I smell? Drone, go.
Did the halo alert go off?
Traffic jam of cars parked trying to pick up students at the end of the day? Don't worry. We'll deploy our drones to start moving traffic along. No, this company, we all thought this was ridiculous. They have expanded, and they are now.
That's not where I thought that story was going.
No, certainly not where I thought. However, I will give you guys only one guess. What state do you think the killer drones have expanded
Texas?
To?
Texas.
No, they were in Texas.
Oh,
where are they?
Missouri.
No, they're not in Missouri because everybody already has guns. Yes, exactly. They're in Florida. No, Missouri, you guys already have guns, so they don't need killer drones there.
Yeah.
No, killer drones, sorry, I keep saying killer drones. They're not actually killing people. They're getting pretty close. There is a small number.
I can't imagine that either. Like, they're like, okay, you need to call your parent and let them know what happened today. Mom, I was vaping in the bathroom and the drone hit me with the pepper ball.
The drones got released, Mom, because of me.
Can you come pick me up?
The drone was coming at me with a spear. I dodged, and it impaled in the wall, but I still got written up to the principal's office.
I got a fine.
I got to pay for the drone.
Yeah, well, the Florida
that's great.
Department of Education, this is the state of Florida, is now saying we're going to do a pilot. And so they are going to the Florida Department of Education will be piloting aggressive hunter killer drones in 3 districts. They haven't decided which 3 districts yet. The lawmakers of Florida have approved $557,000 to pay for demonstrations of drones operated by this company.
I think K-12 Tech Pro needs to start a drone company.
On it. Josh Butt. Is this supposed to replace school resource officer?
No, I think it's an augment. It's an augment.
Yeah. So this is adding another layer of physical security.
Correct.
Airborne.
That's the pitch?
Airborne physical security. Yes.
Yeah. To quote from the article, they can break glass, make loud noises, fire non-lethal pepper spray pellets, or take other action within a minute of being deployed as first responders are attending or responding to the incident. They can be activated in anywhere on the grounds of the campus within 15 seconds. Obviously, you do need to have multiple of these things deployed. Pricing is rather expensive. It's starting at about $1,000 per month to have these things on standby and on the ready. And when activated, there will be a controller in Texas in a kind of a drone command center that's going to be controlling these things, flying through your campus, looking for that kid with a vape in the bathroom.
I have so many questions. What does the $1,000 a month get you? Like, is it 1 drone? Is it 5 drones?
So the only thing that this article states is that once the Florida Department of Education has selected the districts, they'll pay about $1,000 per month for the drones needed for a school of 500 students, according to this article. A box of 6 drones with everything going on with it costs about $15,000. So the districts are paying about $1,000 a month. That, if I'm reading between the lines here, that is a discounted rate because the state itself is going to pay the upfront. So overall, if you want 6 drones in your school, you're looking at about $15,000.
I mean, say what you will. Say what you will about the implementation and the methodology. If you're getting 5 drones hanging on the wall in a building and if their statistics are accurate, they can be deployed with how quickly, Mark? 15 seconds?
Yeah. They can be at any location in the campus within 15 seconds.
I think I'm in. I can buy these drones with capital money, equipment money. I'm not hiring a person.
You're not buying the drones. You're subscribing to
You're
the service.
renting the drones. Yeah.
Okay. But I can still play some budget line game. I'm not hiring personnel.
Right.
Sorry. Let me just be clear, Coach. Do you already have personnel in your building that run after an incident with pepper spray and spears and things like that?
No, but trajectory would say we're going towards that, right? So we might as well buy the drone instead.
We have an SRO per building. If you could augment that or additional to that, 5 drones plus an SRO per building. And the drones had sharpened spears and pepper spray. Like,
no one ever said anything about sharpened spears.
Why would there be a dull spear, Mark?
Are there spears?
They're outfitted with spears.
I think they're outfitted with things that they could potentially hit somebody with, but I don't think spear-equipped drones are legal in the United States. I'm going to just take a leap of faith
I don't know that there's a law that says they're not.
This is America, Mark.
Now, our school district, we just added a dog. One of our school resource officers is with a dog, and it's going to, do all the things that dogs do to help kids. I think drone is the next natural step.
But that's a therapy dog, not an attack dog, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Wait. Your district just bought a dog?
Or it's like, we have a relationship with our police department. But yes, there is a dog that walks around with the police officer now. Adorable, massive dog. Cute dog.
Wait, are you petting the dog and it's helping you feel better? Or it's like...
If you sign a permission slip, you can pet the dog.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, so this is not like hey, the dog just smelled something in your backpack, Chris.
I think it's getting training for that too. But this is an all-around great dog.
Okay, all right.
Just the same as what the drone can be. The drone can be the thing that takes the footage of the great football win on a Friday night in the lights.
With a spear.
Or bad thing happens. There's the drone.
Or takes out the opposing team as they're about to score a touchdown.
Mark, we do not advocate for that, Mark. We don't advocate.
We play legit.
We play fair, Mark.
Who else plays legit is Arista. Our friend Aaron over at Arista is Evondor, Evondor at Arista.com. They can do all of your networking, your switches, your Wi-Fi, the whole bit. They are all about the E-rate. So you can run this stuff as your E-rate approved solution. Which of course makes products more affordable. They care about schools. They know what schools need. So check out Arista if you're into networking, into switching needs. They can give you a comprehensive, secure, easy to manage networking solution. Arista.
I feel like this drone company owes us advertising dollars because they probably got it. They probably got the.
Hold on. Hey, what is the company? I will work on the email right now.
They probably got the Florida Department of Education contract because of this show. Would be my guess.
Chris, I don't need sponsorship from this. I just want an in-person demo.
Yes, I would agree. I will be the attacker. Hit me. Spray me with pepper spray from a drone. and we'll record it.
I want to be the one who controls the drone.
No,
while Josh is playing the attacker. No,
the professionals.
No. That would be super great.
We would record that and put that on our socials. Like I would volunteer for that. If
is it Campus Guardian Angel? That's the name.
That sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I was trying to avoid giving unsolicited advertising, but that is the name of the company.
Well, he's going to send him a bill. So, yeah, very
serious
very
inquiries only on it.
The fact that they have to put that on their website tells me
that was I'm lying.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So I think Chris has hit all of our sponsors tonight. We'll get into the big episode, the big topic for tonight.
I do have one more. Fortinet podcast at Fortinet.com.
Yeah, for all your Forti needs, switching, firewall, phones, FortiPotties,
tokens,
Forti tokens. Yes. Shoot an email over to Chris, our buddy Chris at Fortinet. So, I don't know if you've heard of this thing called AI, but Google has now wrapped this version called AI mode into the Chrome Omnibox, the search box. And this last week, I found out through the grapevine of my student spies that we had students using the AI mode that's built into the search bar to do homework for them. So we've tried to figure out how we can disable AI mode, and come to find out there's really not a way to disable that in a good manner, right, Chris?
Agree. Not like a click a setting in Google admin console.
Yeah, so we were expecting there to be a setting in Google in admin console, and there is a setting for AI mode, but that only affects the new tab screen. It does not change anything if you were to go to google.com and in the search bar, the Omni bar, whatever they call it, right there in the middle of the screen, you still see AI mode over on the right-hand side. You can click that and more or less have the majority of the functions of Gemini, right, Chris?
It sure looks like a Gemini.
So the last week we've been struggling on figuring out how to disable that. Are you guys, Mark, Chris, are you guys going out of your way to combat this? Is this a concern for you? Don't tailor it just to Gemini and Google and Chrome, but Edge. I assume Edge has something. What do you guys think? What are you guys doing?
Well, that was going to be my first point. Is you can go after Google all you want. It's already in Bing as well, so you can just play whack-a-mole and try to get rid of these things. But I don't know. I kind of take the approach of it's. Not to say embrace it, but I'm less inclined to play whack-a-mole trying to get rid of all the different ways that AI can be found and try to see if I can harness this as much as I can. But it's easier said than done.
And there's a lot of trust that goes there too. Chris, what are you doing?
I was using it. So we have AI committee that's been steering our ship. And we have our short list of AI-approved apps and websites. So I think we unpacked this maybe even last week. We are on for Magic School for staff only, on for Gemini and Notebook LM for staff only. And then there's just a couple various, like Canva. We allow like you click the little Canva button, make it look nicer, like students can get to that. But our committee is steering ship on policy, on regulation, on what we're going to use. So we don't have Gemini as an example on for our students. We let our teachers, they can do Google Classroom stuff. They can use Gemini, but not students. We want to get ahead of that. We want to teach our kids about what AI is and how you generate things in AI and how all the things. So we felt pretty ahead of it until Josh, you were literally the post that came about that I didn't realize that this was added into Google. And I just pulled up Google search and clicked on AI mode and typed write a paper about photosynthesis and it wrote it. Which is the very thing that we chose to halt, within Gemini.
Yeah.
So and you can do it in Bing too, like Mark said. So I have a hard time wanting it to be on.
No, I totally agree, and I think you can do all you want in your admin settings, and you can control this, you can control that, you can block things in your filter, but I don't know. I just feel like we're gonna be playing whack-a-mole. And I hate to compare this to like VPNs and proxies, but you can spend all day long looking for kids using VPNs and proxies. You're gonna find kids who get around it, and I just don't know to what extent do you go with trying to control this stuff versus try to put more of your attention on the teachers and administrators in the building and give them support.
The difference in the search engine thing of this, of Bing or Google, is like, I mean, in the case of we're one-to-one with Chromebooks, it's literally when they open a new tab.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you do something, there sits AI mode. It's in their face.
Yeah.
This might surprise you guys. But to Mark's point about hunting down proxies and playing that whack-a-mole, once a day, typically at the end of the day or in the last half of the day, I will run a report of top utilized websites, and I will look for proxy sites and block them.
That does not surprise me at all. I just talked to my middle school principal today. There was a new site that was skirting around the middle school students that he's going to do like a special whatever session with our middle school kids to remind them the whole thing of just because you can doesn't mean you should, because of the whack-a-mole thing. Like we can't win. And I think we have a lot of kids that they're not doing this stuff maliciously. They see google.com, they see search and AI mode is on. Sweet. Click it. Yeah. Oh, I can type this sentence and it gives me some cool stuff. Sweet. That means it's open. Yeah. That means it's allowed.
Yep.
So they don't know our AI policy and regulation, and that we're, working on lessons to talk about ethics and all the things with AI use. They have no idea because we don't communicate that.
Is he going to play this scene from Jurassic Park from Dr. Malcolm about, you were so busy worrying about if you could, you weren't thinking about if you should?
That's deep.
That's huge. Like yeah.
But you can block the Google stuff. You can disable Google Lens. There's some admin console settings you can get into on that. And there's a particular URL string that you can do, google.com/search, and some stuff that UDM equals 50. That's a post on K12 Tech Pro and many other places that's your workaround for Google today.
Yeah, but not.
What do we do on the others? Should we just block Bing?
Yeah. Mark's wearing a hat that has the letter B on it. I assume Bing is paying for him to be here tonight.
I was trying to think, do we have like a single kid in our district that uses Bing?
We have a few teachers that do, surprisingly. Yeah.
Is that on accident?
I don't think so. I think it's intentional. They want to use DuckDuckGo, and I won't let them. Are
they older elementary? They haven't retired yet?
No.
They're still looking for Edge. Do you allow Edge?
I mean, it's in Windows 11. You kind of have to.
But do you promote it or no?
No. God, no. All right.
I think we fixed it all.
Yep. We've solved the world's Mark, hey, Chris, I don't know if you saw it, but Mark just sent a chat. I think he uploaded a photo of me, and that's AI's attempt to make a video of me being chased by drones.
No, that was real. That's from the company's website.
Is it really?
Yep. I will. It's really you, Josh.
It made me feel a certain way. I had some flashbacks in middle school because I felt like you guys were laughing at something and I didn't know what was going on because I was speaking and you guys kept laughing. And I'm trying to think, like, is it something I said? Is it the way I'm moving my hands? And then I looked down, you guys just chatting on your phones.
No, I have not. I don't even know where my phone is. It might be outside on the patio still. I don't know.
So then it made me feel good that there was that Mark had posted a meme.
There's a thing.
Made me feel better.
All right. I experimented with something today that
tattoos
has just like changed my mind on a certain genre of things. And this is both in Microsoft Teams as well as in Google Meet.
I
believe.
Shout out Microsoft.
On Google Meet, you need to have the AI upgrade. I'm not sure if there's a licensing required on Teams, but now when you're in a virtual meeting, you can speak in your natural language and the other person can hear your voice.
Amazing.
In their native language. They can choose what language they want to hear. And the amazing part about this is I kind of want to double click on this, is that they're hearing your voice impersonated in the language of their choice. I saw this today. I was in a meeting with somebody and able to try this out. And for the first time, I could have a real-time conversation with somebody who spoke a different language with me. And there was absolutely no sort of challenge or pause. Sometimes when you're talking with an interpreter, you're hearing this pause and the other person has to talk and interpret it. It's a delayed conversation. This, for the first time, changed my attitude on all these kinds of live interpretation stuff to the point where I thought, this is a way better experience than a human can get. Now, in terms of accuracy, I'm doing this with somebody who speaks a language I don't speak, and so I can't validate the accuracy of it. But I had a very robust, engaging conversation with a person in a different language in real time. And I thought this was probably, in my opinion, the most revolutionary technology for modern education or modern classroom. And I would love to be able to give this to every single teacher that I interact with. Have you guys, first off, have you tried any of these technologies? And if not, or if so, is this something that you might bring to your district, or how are you thinking about handling live interpretation?
I've been pushing class tools for live interpretation, at least from a closed caption standpoint. It's not doing that real-time audio modulation thing that you were talking about, Mark, with Meet. But the closed caption part, we have had an influx of English language learners again this year, and we're kind of struggling with that. So if you have input on a good real-time translation, either a device, not iPad related, or an app extension that could run on a Chromebook, I'm pushing Chrome tools, or class tools for my teachers right now. But I'm open to other options. But this sounds intriguing, especially for like if there's an IEP meeting or some sort of virtual meeting that it's taking place.
And just to clarify, when you say class tools, there's within the Google Class Tools option, there's the ability for a teacher to speak in English.
Yes.
And their computer will pick up their voice and put live captions for the students. Is that right?
Correct. Translated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by it. I think for a lot of teachers who speak maybe at the lower elementary level, their first response is going to be, well, I don't have students who have the literacy level to read in their native language and keep up with my tone or my pace of voice. But it is, as a universal accessibility feature, that's fantastic. People have captions. But this real-time voice-to-voice for me was something that erased the technology. It erased this tool, and you were just having a natural conversation. And that was something I'd never experienced.
I'm definitely going to be mentioning it and pushing for someone to try it sooner than later.
Chris, what are you doing for... Oh, go ahead.
Mark, you mentioned that you need the AI license. Is this feature set included in Education Plus, or do I need Gemini Pro?
So I tried to research the requirements for both. For Teams, I did not see anything explicitly stated in their documentation that you need an additional license. So this may be part of just the normal Teams thing. I think it does need to be an end-to-end encrypted one, end-to-end encrypted meeting. On the Google side, this is a part of the AI add-on, so the $20 a month license. Now, and I originally looked at the $20 a month per user. That's just out of control for a staff member. But this tool alone, for me, put that much more reasonable. If you think about how much some districts are paying for live interpretation. So
absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely.
One meeting alone, if you're paying $20 a month, one meeting alone, that's a live interpreter times 100. So
agree.
It's interesting.
Yeah, Josh talked about like a parent meeting, and we have parents that need this, and just the awkward breakdown of the back and forth. It has mostly made me think about, so I do, that robotics program, and we've gotten to go, to the world stage with that, where our team has advanced. And one of the coolest parts of that program is if you work all season, you get to go to this worlds thing, because there's students from all over the world, and super neat for these middle school students from Missouri to work, literally with a team, that flew for a very long time from another country. I can think of, us working with a team that was from Iran, and the language barrier that was there, and the communication, and that awkward, they had some Google Translate stuff that you could do, but that awkward, just, this takes forever. And is it getting it right? So technology breaking down that wall, and that even the feeling that you have to wait, and then it's changing how your brain's processing the back and forth conversation.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, I was also hearing too that the new AirPods Pro, people are also predicting that like this is the year that live interpretation is changed dramatically in a permanent way. The new AirPods Pro, if you're not familiar, you can wear AirPods in your ear and it will translate in real time. The downside of that though is it's translating for you. It's not going to speak for the other person, but still, it's showing the power of this technology and the possibility for breaking down a few barriers. So. Very exciting.
And never mind that Google has had that for a while.
No, this is brand new for Google. Teams
is the whole Android iPhone thing.
I mean,
is that what that was?
Pixel live translation in their earbuds has been around for 2-3 years.
Well, Teams was the first to do as far as I can tell, the interpreting in your voice. They've had that for a few months now.
Yeah. I'm talking about you mentioned the AirPods Pro translation.
For the record, Josh, Mark, they like their Android stuff. I am in the right, but
for the record, Josh,
did you change?
I don't care.
You're an Apple guy?
No, I think they're both great. For me, my only preference is just stick to one. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
More of our listeners are iOS listeners than Android.
Yep.
Surprised me. I thought the tech group was going to be more on the Android side, but no.
Yep. I'm not going to. Mm-hmm.
We should probably stop.
Yep.
We should.
Probably should.
We should. Yep. Hey, you want to see my tattoo again?
It's healing nicely, Mark.
And then I open my eyes.
All right.
Anything else, guys?
No, we should get out of Dodge.
Yeah, we should probably kill it for tonight. All right. Well,
Josh, I hope tomorrow's a better day for you.
Man, me too. It's Friday. So give us some feedback, k12techtalk@gmail.com. Find us over on K12 Tech Pro. Share us with your friends. It's been a train wreck. Mark and I have been drinking. Chris, as always, is the sober driver of the evening. Chris, why don't you drive us on out of here?
Sure will. That's it.
We might not be the same. You share the same pain that I do.
The views and opinions expressed on the K12 Tech Talk podcast are the personal opinions of Josh, Chris, and Mark, and do not represent the views or opinions of our sponsors or other organizations that we're affiliated with. The material and information presented here is for general information and entertainment purposes only. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.
We were buying words about a phrase of the way. And selling songs just to